Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot. Today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Today, I want to talk about breaking that ceiling. I find a lot of people get into this, they're scaling up and they hit this ceiling where after it just kind of diminishes returns, essentially. You start seeing lower ROAS. You find like, oh, I can only scale to $1,000 a day. After that, it just drops really bad. So I want to talk about this creative ceiling, or this scaling ceiling that's completely invisible. It's something that's made up in your mind. And how do we actually break past that? Because we've done this for a lot of clients. Full transparency, I run an e-commerce agency. We work with multiple clients. We've helped a lot of clients scale past certain levels in their business. And I really want to talk about how do you actually break past that. So with that being said, before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment below. Where do you find your ceiling is when you're scaling? Like once you cross over $500 a day in spend, you notice poor performance. Maybe it's $1,000 a day, maybe it's $10,000 a day. I know I have a few people on this channel that do well over $10 million in sales per year. So there's different levels for everyone. And we're gonna hopefully address those in today's video. So let's dive into the video, guys. So a scaling ceiling. Again, this is something that is completely made up in your mind. Some people live and die by this. Like they literally feel like this scaling ceiling is the complete dictating ship of their business and how it's going to be for the next few years. Hey, this business is capped at $5,000 a day. There's no way I can scale this product past $5,000 a day. Like that's it. I'm capped at this. And then I look at their actions, and here's their current actions. They look at their Facebook ad account. They do a few tweaks to it. They sit down, they look at their Shopify, they edit something on their theme, and then they sit back and say, wow, I can't scale past this. Yep, and that's it. And they repeat the next day. So let's talk a little bit more about that. And what is it that we're really trying to break past? So a lot of people think it's an ad account structure thing. Hey, what type of ad account structure is going to go from $500 a day to $5,000 a day? Okay. Now there is some level of different actions we take to go from $500 to $5,000 a day. But honestly, we have an ad account structure. The ad account structure we use, we will utilize for a $100 a day campaign all the way up to, we spent $22,000 a day with this ad account structure. So very, very simple. You have your main scaling campaign, you have your creative testing campaign, and then you have like your retargeting. Okay. So it's not the campaign structure, and I just don't know how to articulate this to people that, hey, it's not your ad account structure. There is tweaks we make when we sign on a client to their ad account, and it's more to just fit our current strategy, essentially. And look, there's been a few accounts that we made a few tweaks and seen a big boost, and that's mostly because they had the other side right. Now, this other side we're gonna talk about, most people don't have right, and that's why I can confidently make this video and basically say it's not your ad account structure. Again, there's some people with ad account structure, but it's just the fact that this other side is majority wrong every time I'm auditing ad accounts, okay? So when I'm auditing an ad account, here's what I find. I find that they did a few creative testing a few months ago. They found a winning creative, a winning angle, and they scale that up. And then guess what? They scale. They start throwing around a bunch of different things in the ad account, these random things put together. And then guess what? They start to hit this plateau, a 50K a month maybe. And then just kind of like just teeter-tottering at that 50K a month mark. And then they slowly start to see 50K a month, 48K a month, 45K a month, it's $40,000 a month. And they see spin up, ROAS drop down. And they're like, what the hell, what's going on? And the thing is that you stop taking actions that got you to that point, essentially. You stop taking the actions, the strategy and the creative side, and that's the part that really takes you off and allows you to make these big momentum jumps in your business, these quantum leaps in scaling your e-commerce brand. Now, let's talk about this for a second though. So when you start to scale, let's say you find a winning photo, let's say, utilizing one of our brands that we were able to scale up. We back in January 30th, or not January 30th, it was like January 20th to February 10th back in 2020, we did $30,000 in sales for this particular brand. And then in 2021, from January 20th to February 7th, we did $900,000 in sales. Yeah, that's quantum leap. That's teleporting your business to a whole new level. And I wanted to address a few things here. So how we did that was, one, when we did the first like scale, we basically just ran one ad. Boom. We found a winning ad, just ran it, pushed it, and then we started to see drops performance at the bottom. Now, the next time we did something a little bit more aggressive. We tested multiple different angles for this particular period of time right here. And then what we did was we found a winning angle. And then when you found a winning angle, we had our winning creative and we started to scale it up. Now, again, that's the same thing we did the first time, but here's what we did different. The fact is, when we did the second time around, we found that winning angle, we found that winning creative. But then guess what? We started creating more variety of that creative, pinpointing on the motion we're emulating, pinpointing on the theme of that particular creative. So it was a girl and a guy holding a particular product, and full transparency is for Valentine's Day specifically. So it's a girl and a guy holding a particular product. So then what we did is we got a whole bunch of more creatives done and different hooks done. So obviously the angle is the perfect gift for Valentine's Day, but then we started testing new hooks to reel people in. Surprise your sweetheart with this beautiful gift, the most perfect Valentine's Day gift, just different hooks that really, and we test that against that winning creative out of full transparency, because again, we know that creative works, the audience works. Now, what are we testing when we test a hook? Well, let's keep everything else the same except the hooks. We're testing different hooks right there to see how that works. Now, the next thing we do is that we go ahead and test more creative variety. So basically you have your winning photo. Now let's create a GIF. And the GIF of that photo, but then let's also create a GIF with a whole bunch of new photos with that same particular, like that couple holding that product. Let's go find some more couples holding that product, and let's also do more different geographical locations. So this particular person was holding it in a house. Let's go get someone holding it outside. Let's someone go holding it in Antarctica in the snow. Like what you want to do is you want to start to look at the geographical focus as well. And then you can also look at the ethnicity focus as well. Different ethnic backgrounds in the photos to appeal to more people. So when you scale up a creative, you got to think about it. There's just the environment right there is a factor. So if it's a guy in the street, maybe try a guy in the desert. Like, again, these are very extremes, but just get the point of different scenery. Different scenery makes that creative feel different and new and fresh, even though it's the same angle, it's the same messaging, but it feels fresh, it feels new. And that's a big thing right there. When you hit these creative ceilings, the problem is that it's not that it's burned out, it's just you kind of appeal to as much people with that particular creative. That particular creative grabbed as many eyeballs as possible. So now you got to do new creative variety to essentially get more eyeballs on that and appeal to more people. Different ethnic backgrounds, different geographical focuses, like those are things that help expand. Then you can also look at your creative variety. So do a few videos, do I got a few notes right here, like UGC with the product. Again, still focus on that same angle, the most perfect gift for Valentine's Day, but now we're doing some UGC videos, we're doing some unboxing videos, some testimonial videos, we're doing some we're answering some objections that's possibly getting in the comments right there. We're testing some ethnicity, some geographical focus, and like different things like that. So we're giving a lot of variety to the system to where we're scaling vertical and horizontal at the same time. We're doing a little bit more horizontal scaling in terms of having a lot more variety in our creative, which is appealing to more people. We appeal to more people, you can scale faster and higher and more. So that's something right there you need to look at. So if you have this one photo of your product, but you have a clear winner in terms of the angle, then all of a sudden what you need to do is go create a lot more creative variety, emulating that same feel, that same angle, that same, kind of like presence right there in the creative. So that's something that we typically is what we take action on when we come into a business and where we see the greatest impact in scaling past those barriers inside of their business, those ceilings and stuff like that. Now, another thing on top of all of this like creative production, just to go ahead and bring it down into more of a sizable like chunk that you can take action on, is here's what you need to do. Go ahead each week, pick your best performing creative, okay? Let's say it's a photo of a dog wearing a collar that you're selling right there. And he's in the living room of a apartment, okay? And a cute girl is holding him, and the collar has maybe like a heart with her name and the dog's name. There you go. Now you have an ad. You're selling these little keychains. Yeah, long story short. So now what we're gonna do is each week, that's our winning creative, each week, we're gonna create 3 new iterations of that creative, okay? So each iteration, now like here's what I'll see some people do. Okay, 3 new iterations every week. Okay, they'll go take that photo or they'll have like 5 different photos like that. And what they'll do is like the other one will be like a slight degree, slightly different, or they might just add like a little bit of contrast to it. Like go create 3 new iterations. Okay, go get that girl to take a picture outside with the dog. Go get her to take a picture with her in the car. Go to the dog park. Find the environments that the potential person will be in with this particular product to be able to go ahead and, forecast more environments that it's in. And the reason why we're doing this is we're looking at all the environments that that person's familiar with to where it allows for more appeal to it. Because that one picture in the apartment, that's only going to appeal to a certain amount of people. But then dog lovers are going to recognize the dog park. Dog lovers are also going to recognize walking your dog down the street. Dog lovers will also, in maybe the southern area, are going to recognize the dog in the field if it's more of like a hunting dog. So then there you go. Now you can try some hunting dogs with it as well. So, you're creating more iterations, but you're doing not drastic, but a certain level of difference to where it's going to have a little bit more, you're going to spend more money in that area of, hey, this is a great test. Like I want to put more money behind something that's a clear, like a bigger test. Like for example, a dog in an apartment with a girl holding exactly like that. And then maybe the other test could be just a different, the camera angle is slightly different. Whereas I'd rather run a test of that dog, that girl, but in a dog park. Because that's 2 big differences. It's a night and day. It's a big difference. And I'd rather push more to that test right there because that could actually give us a higher yield on return. Because there's a little bit bigger of a difference, a bigger test, or something right there. So just put that in that perspective right there. So each week, create 3 new iterations of your best performing creative. Now, what you also do on top of that, so it's 3 new creatives a week, best performing creative, and that best performing creative will consistently change week to week, potentially. Now, the other one is create 3 new creatives for 1 new angle a week. So yes, once you find that winning angle, you scale it up and stuff like that, but you don't want to stop testing new angles because you never know what that new angle might work and take off your business as well from another perspective. So what you can do is you can find that particular you test new angle each week. So like, let's say for example, if the other angle, just a new angle for that particular product. And then what you can do is you can create 3 completely different creatives that are going to emulate that angle in the best potential way. So that way you're testing that 4 new angles a month essentially. So that's like 6 new creatives every single week. You start testing all that, and that's going to give you a lot more firepower and ammo to scale an account to new levels. So just something to kind of talk about, and sorry, I'm a little kind of raise my voice up a little bit more. This is just something I'm really passionate about and something I really see a lot of brands that we before we come on board are not doing, and basically after we come on board, we kind of help them with all this and they can scale up to new levels inside their business. So something really fun, something I'm passionate about, something I love, and it's ways that we've always been able to break that creative ceiling essentially, or that scaling ceiling essentially. And what I find a lot of people do is they test new creative for like a week, and then they sit back and say, oh wow, this doesn't work at all. Nick's a big liar. And my response to that is, how much time per week are you spending in the ads manager and spending on sitting down, researching creative, planning new creative, planning new hooks and stuff like that? And it should be an 80-20, 20% in the ads manager, 80% on that creative strategy. And I also challenge you to literally go in your Google Calendar and track every 15 minutes of your day of what you're focused on at that time right there. And I bet you it'll still be 80% ads manager, 20% creative strategy, and you're pulling just random shit from your Google Drive, uploading it, hoping it works, and you're not actually really focusing a lot of time and attention on this. And that is why you're stuck in that situation of that scaling barrier. And that's just, again, that's what we find when we're consulting with people and working with people, and that's how we can confidently help them scale and grow their business. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are making at least $50,000 a month with your business, and you're looking at your e-com Shopify business, you're looking to scale further, we've helped multiple brands now scale to 6-7 figures a month. We'd love to help you, take to that next level. Click the link below to book a strategy call. We'll hop on your ad account, put a strategy together for you. Essentially, you can take it, run with it, or you have the option to work with this if you choose. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you're making less than 50K a month, stay on the channel. I provide a lot of value on this channel, and just keep watching the videos. I'm tinkering around with the idea of putting into a course together that's basically going to be the same level of value as the YouTube video, so no difference in value, but you'll also get the option to be in a Facebook group with me. And two, it's going to be a convenience factor of the fact that what I'll do is take these videos and I'll break them down into more of a step-by-step guide, and that what the course will be. So that way, look, hey, full transparency, I don't care if you buy the course at all. I'm just trying to figure out how I can serve you better. And I know that's a big thing right there, is understanding where and when things need to be placed. So yeah, the course has no measurable impact on difference on me, but just another way to serve value for you guys, and also to hold you guys to some level of accountability by making you pay for it. So that's a big thing right there. So guys, I need to go. So thank you so much for watching this video. Again, hit that like button, subscribe button. Let me know how you like this video, and it's a little bit more intense, but drop a comment below if you liked it or not. And I'll talk to you guys later. My name is Nick Theriot. Peace out.